another amazing Monday. We are a few minutes late. Technology, whatever, is just going to be an excuse, right? Really, I should have started all of this earlier, but never mind. We are here, better late than never. We have the beautiful Jackie on the big screen supporting us all the way from Adelaide. And guess what? Today is the end of the month, Monday the 31st of October for us in Australia. It is 6 in the morning and 6:30 for Jackie in Adelaide. I'm in the Gold Coast of Australia. We don't have daylight savings because it upsets the cows' feeding times. So as you can see, it is actually bright in the morning since 5 a.m. and it's really exciting. So it may be Sunday the 30th of October for you in the evening if you're watching from somewhere in Europe. And it may be Sunday afternoon if you're watching somewhere in America. My beautiful girls are already up, as you saw them. They're getting ready for school. They're very resourceful these days. They find the uniforms and get dressed themselves. And they go and empty the dishwasher and help mommy so that as soon as mommy stops her call, she can go and get them breakfast and get the lunches ready to go to school. Good morning, Emily. I can see we have quite a few people watching us on Facebook Live. So welcome. Thank you for being here. And some of you are on Webinar Jam. Welcome. Let us know. We're going to have the beautiful Jackie monitoring the chat. So let us know your name and where you're watching from so that we can acknowledge you, because I appreciate your time and your commitment to be here with us. As you know, we have been reviewing the 11 laws from Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey. And today, we are going to talk about the law of non-resistance, which is really exciting because you have probably experienced situations where you feel that you really want to manifest something in your life and you feel like you're working towards it and you're meditating and visualizing and putting it in your vision board, and then somehow you do something to sabotage last minute and you push it back. And that's because you are creating resistance. Now, why do you create resistance? Because unfortunately, as human beings, we are wired to push back. We are wired, our conditioning here in our subconscious is wired to create resistance and push the good back from us. It doesn't come to us natural to accept what comes to us. So unfortunately, that's something that we consciously have to create. And I want to tell you, I want to persuade you to engage with us, and I want you to type on the chat, what's the difference to you between reaction and response? What is the difference in your head between reaction and response? And whether you're watching on Webinar Jam or on Facebook Live, please type in the meaning for you in terms of reaction and resistance and let us know. So while you go ahead and type, I'm going to tell you what it is for me. I'm going to put it, hold on 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and put it somewhere that I can see it. So let's see if my thing lets me do it. All right. So here we go. We are conditioned to react in our mindset, okay, in our subconscious. And reacting means, okay, Emily's switching over to Facebook Live because somehow Webinar Jam, she says, is not working. I might give you, for those who want to come into the Webinar Jam, I'm going to give Jackie the link to come to give to you on Facebook Live so that if you want to come inside and hang out, you can do it. I'm not sure if you can see it, Jackie. I just put it on Webinar Jam. And if not, I'm going to put it on the other chat so that you can invite the ladies who are watching us on Facebook Live. If you would like to come inside and hang out and share with us, you can do it. So what's the difference between reacting and responding? This is one of the 11 laws from Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey. Now, reacting is an automatic habit. We don't have to think about it. It's ingrained in our subconscious and we just tend to react automatically, right? You get triggered, something upsets you, and bang, we jump onto it straight away, and then we go, oh, I wish I never said that. I wish I never did that. And here you go with the link, Jackie. I wish I never said that, or I wish I never reacted that way, because we didn't think about it. We just let that reaction come up automatically. Now, the difference is that a response requires us to think. And that's why so many times it's so much easier just to react and let our instincts go, because that's what's ingrained in our subconscious. We have been conditioned to react. That's our paradigm. Welcome, Tammy. It's so nice to have you here. That's our natural default. So in order to respond and not react, we need to hold back, whoop, stop the reaction as it's trying to come out, whoop, hold it there and take a moment to think. When you think, then you can respond responsibly instead of just reacting with our emotions. Because we're ladies, right? So we're very emotional, and whatever is ingrained in our subconscious, anything that triggers us from something that happened to us in the past, we're automatically gonna react and whoop, come up with a reaction that we might not like and we might not be proud of afterwards. Okay, now the beautiful Jackie is putting the link on Facebook Live, and we are putting it as well on Webinar Jam, so that you can come inside and interact with us. Let us know your name and where you're watching from, so that we can acknowledge you. Now, going back to the law. Today is the law of non-resistance. So we just clarified what's the difference between reacting and responding. We are conditioned to react, and reacting is creating resistance. Our subconscious is trained to react and to resist. So this is what we want to do. Okay, Emily is here. Welcome, Emily. You're on the biggest screen once your video comes up, so that's really exciting. Ladies are coming in. All right, so how do you create resistance to your good? Let's think about this. For example, sometimes let's say you're in the traffic on the freeway, and what happens? You are resisting the traffic. You're starting to get grumpy. You're complaining. Oh, this traffic. Oh my God, I hate it. I'm going to be late. It's so stressful. You're resisting. You're battling. You're coming up against the traffic. There is nothing you can do. You can't change the traffic, but you can change how you react to the traffic that's on the freeway. So how can you take advantage of that and not resist it, to avoid that resistance that you're putting against the traffic? Well, you can listen to something very inspirational. I remember when I used to live in Melbourne, and I still had a full-time job at 9 to 5. And once I moved from the branches that I was managing at Flight Centre, I moved to head office. And, you know, on a non-traffic day, that's an easy 30, 40-minute drive. But on a weekday at the peak hour, it could take me anywhere from an hour to 2.5 hours to get there. But I knew I was prepared for it. So I used to put my earphones, I just put it in the car and just listen to motivational stuff, personal development stuff, anything to do with the mindset, as you might know by now, is it gets my juices going and I get really, really inspired. So I used to listen, because it was seeds that I'm planting in my subconscious to reprogram my mindset, the way I think automatically, the way I react to things. And that's why I started doing it. After that, I got sick of driving, so I decided to start riding my bike and then catching the train. And same thing, I would put my earphones and I would feel even better, because this time I'm putting my physical emotion and exercising at the same time that I'm planting good stuff into my subconscious. So how can you avoid the resistance when there's traffic, right? So you want to get distracted. There's a story of this guy that his creativity was flowing every time he was in traffic, because he was just blessing the traffic. He used to say, I'm stuck in this paradise of traffic, and his creativity would flow. Thank you for that share, Jane Heron. That's fantastic. And the creativity would flow. He came up with an idea that a few months later generated him $3 million with that idea that he came up with when he was stuck in traffic. And that's just because he was creating non-resistance, right? By just flowing with it. What happens to those shops? Let's talk about retail. The shops that want to attract clients, but the front door is always closed. Yeah, they might have the sign saying we're open, but the door is closed. So when you think about it, they're creating resistance of the client, because the client now subconsciously doesn't feel welcome and hesitates wanting to push the door open to come inside. very different to those shops that are wide open and they welcome you with a big smile. And not only that, you can now come and pay yourself, help yourself at the register. They're making it easy. They're removing the resistance for you to come in and shop in their store, right? What happens when you bring a friend and you want to talk about something sensitive, or you're feeling vulnerable, so you want to share what you're going through? What happens when you ring your friend, they pick up the phone on the other end, and there's this like, hey, how you going? Don't you totally feel deflated straight away? Well, we're running on the big screen. I'm going to make that so we don't get echo. So nice to see your face, Robin and Emily, inside the Hangout. If you would like to join us inside the Hangout, you are welcome. Jackie just put the link on Facebook Live so that you can come and join us as well. So let me tell you what happens when you really want to share with a friend because you're feeling very vulnerable. You're having one of those days. You ring them, and when they pick up the phone, there's this unfriendly voice on the other end going, hey, how you going? Oh, it's you. And all of a sudden you go, phew, and you feel deflated. And now you're feeling a little bit insecure, and you're not quite sure whether you should share in your vulnerable time or not. And that's because that friend with the sound of the voice on the other end is creating resistance, right? All of a sudden you're expecting this smiley, friendly voice so that you can feel there's no resistance in receiving your message. And so think about it as well with your clients. How do you answer the phone? How do you show up to your coaching calls or to see your client or to your sales presentations? Do you show up giving them some resistance, creating some resistance because of the way your attitude is, your mood, your energy? Or are you showing up with a smile? Are you answering the phone to your clients with a smile on the other side? Because even if they can't see it, they can hear it because it's all about energy. And if you're answering with a smile, if you're in retail, then you are giving them that friendly voice on the other end, which is removing the resistance for them to want to be your customers. So those are just some examples. We say that we are open to receive the good and abundance that we want, but we are unconsciously blocking the door for it to come, and we sabotage what we're about to receive. I gave the other day a really good example that I learned from a keynote speaker we had in the last TLC, Transformational Leadership Council meeting that I went to in Napa Valley, California. And this gorgeous lady was saying to us that imagine your subconscious is like this rapid fan, imagine it's a fan. You can see I've got a fan here above in my ceiling. Let me see if you can see it with this camera. There you have the fan. So imagine it's moving super fast, right? And the good that is coming, that you've been asking the universe for abundance and prosperity and all health and relationships, and it's about to come through. And all of a sudden the fan starts to spin faster. So it's too scared. This good that you ordered to the universe is way too scared to go in because it might get chopped off. So it backs off. And this is exactly what we do. We are asking the universe for all this good and abundance and prosperity, and when it's about to come our way, we panic, we freak out, we put resistance, we put that fan super fast and we push it away. We sabotage it because we're freaking out from receiving that good because we're feeling non-deserving. So we need to learn to remove that resistance, to feel good about it, just as the good that you ordered to the universe is about to come, that you feel okay with it, that you feel at peace, that you feel deserving from having it, so that you can open your doors wide open to receive the good from the universe, so that we're not blocking that door and sabotaging. We want to make it easy for prosperity and abundance to come your way. So how many times things have started going fantastically in your life and you said to yourself, or you said out loud, it's too good to be true, or it was too good to be true. Hello, what are you saying? You're just pushing it back. You're placing your order to the universe, and when the universe is coming with the tray ready to serve that good that you order, you push it back by saying, oh, it's too good to be true. I thought so. It was too good to be true. I mean, hello, what are those words, right? Words are energy, and it's that energy that creates a resistance, and we need to remove that resistance. So you gotta be loose and relax. Here's another example. Think of the water. The water flows regardless, right? If you are trying to block a leak, what is it gonna happen? It's gonna keep coming through because the water is loose, the water is relaxed. What happens if the water is coming down from the mountain? It doesn't get tense as it's flowing down the cascade or the waterfall. It just flows naturally, comes down. What happens if there's water coming on the river? This is a really good one, pay attention. In fact, get your notebook and get your pen, okay, because it's a good one. What happens when the water is flowing freely in the river and there's a big rock? Do you think the water stops and it starts fighting the rock going, hey, get out of my way, I was here first, you sucker, get out, I need to come through. The water doesn't do that. Like this is laughing. The water doesn't do that, right? The water doesn't give any resistance to the rock, which has become an obstacle on the path of the water. Guess what? The water is loose and relaxed. The water goes around the rock. The water doesn't give any resistance to the rock. The rock is the obstacle. The water just goes, oh yeah, thank you, and moves around it. This is a great analogy for you in your life. How many times you get these roadblocks on the way and you give them resistance? You stand up and you start battling the obstacle and you start giving the punches, and all this tension creates resistance. You want to be loose and relaxed and see that obstacle as a stepping stone towards your highest good. So you want to keep your eye focused on your goal, not on the obstacle. Think about it. This is your goal, this is the obstacle. Let me open this in white so you can see it. This is the goal, this is the obstacle. So if you're choosing to focus on the obstacle, you just lost sight of your goal, and here you are, focusing on the obstacle, creating more of those, because that's what you're focusing on, and what you focus on expands. So now you're battling, just like the water example that is standing up to the rock, you're battling, and that you're creating friction, and friction creates resistance. You gotta forget about the obstacle. You gotta bless the obstacle so that it can become a stepping stone towards your highest good. And just like the water, flow around it so that you can keep your eyeball on the goal, on the prize at the end, not on the don't get distracted with the obstacle. Man, write this down because it's so important. I could just keep on repeating it. Get your book, get your pen, and write it down. You want to focus, have your eye on the goal, not on the obstacle. You want to be loose and relaxed. What happens when you go to the chiropractor and that, Justin? You don't get all tense because then you'll crack you, right? You get all relaxed and loose so that he can go and crack your neck and crack your back and everything else. Although the chiropractors don't like the word crack, they like to call it adjust, right? But what do you do when you go to a massage and you're standing there like that? Oh, your massage me is really tense. Well, no, because then you don't enjoy it. They can't help you. So you gotta be loose and relaxed so that you can enjoy the massage, so that the chiropractor can do his work, right? So it's the same with the obstacle. You don't want to cause any friction, and you don't want to be focusing on it because you're going to manifest more obstacles. And with the friction, you're going to create resistance. So you want to be loose and flow freely like the water around the obstacle. So it's a stepping stone towards your highest good. I hope this is making sense to you. All right. So, as I said, fighting against creates friction, which creates resistance. You got to keep your eye on the goal, not on the obstacle. Now, this is very important. Write it down. You cannot change other people. You cannot change the circumstances. The only thing you can change is your approach and your response. Okay, so remember, if you're reacting, you're creating resistance. So you don't want to react immediately and let your default take over. You want to stop for a second, think about it, and respond. Okay? Responding means you are thinking about it, you're not acting by default, so you're removing the resistance. So you want to take a few seconds to think about it before you react. Ladies, that's a very important one for us because we tend to react with our emotions very, very quickly. So you can't change other people. Don't even try it. You can't change the circumstances, but you can change the way you respond. Just like the traffic, you can get cranky and put yourself in a negative energy, or you can find a way to make the most of that time to put good stuff into your subconscious. So the only corner, write this down, the only corner of the universe that you can change, the only corner of the universe that you can change is yourself. That's it. You can't change anything else other than yourself. So the only thing you can do is work on your mindset, doing good, taking care of your vibration. I'm just gonna mute the beautiful Emily here, I think, because we can hear her phone. So the only thing that you can change is yourself. The only thing you can do is work on your mindset, do good for other people, do good for yourself, take care of your vibration. Because if you're allowing yourself to react to the situation, you're putting a very negative, low vibration of energy, okay? But if you're taking the time to think about it and respond, then you're taking care of your vibration being at a higher level. This way, the evil and the hate can't touch you. When you're vibrating high, hatred and evil can't touch you because you're calling for the force of the highest good in you, and you will attract the highest good in other people. See how it works? It's all energy. So bless every obstacle in your path to turn it into a stepping stone leading to your highest good. I hope you got a lot out of it. You're welcome to click on the link and come inside the Hangout to share with us. I can see, interestingly enough, that we have shifted. We used to get a lot more ladies in Webinar Jam, and now we get a whole bunch on Facebook Live and less on. Hi Jessica, so good to see you. Is that Jess Camp or Jess Kinnersley? And welcome Judy from Melbourne and Robin and Emily. They're in Webinar Jam. We have a whole bunch of ladies on Facebook Live, so you know we'll be switching between the two of us, between the two technologies, which is fantastic. So, as you know, we're super excited. This is my beautiful great Anna, my little angel. She's a very old soul in a little body. And did you have breakfast already?
I'm waiting for my pancake.
You're waiting for your pancake that the sister is doing. How good is that? You want to say hi to everyone? Say good morning, ladies. It's nice and early for my little princess. So, as you know, we're super excited because we're only 21 days away from going to Cancun. Very exciting in Mexico. I just got to book our tours. I just got to book our charity places that we're going to go to. And now I'm already stressing going, oh my God, it's 7 nights, 8 days. And I don't think I'm going to have enough time to teach him all the things I want to teach him and to do all the things that we want to do. So it's really exciting. You're still on time. We actually have 3 spots available, only 3 spots available for Cancun. So you're still on time to register. It's amazing.com/Cancun. But I'm even more excited because the beautiful Jackie Opie, she's on the biggest screen. You're going to mute Jackie, and I'm going to turn my Facebook camera so that you can see Jackie on the biggest screen. She had a brilliant idea and said, Sandra, I think we need to have a specific course that is just for money management, to teach ladies how to manage their finances, how to grow them, how to invest them, and how to manifest that abundance. Now, you know that that part is very important for me. However, I'm always saying that in order to manifest more financial freedom into your life, you got to start with the mindset, because the money is a result of your mindset. The money is just like a mirror of what's going on in here, which is why I'm so passionate about the mindset, because I truly believe that 80% of your success, whether it's in business, financially, in your health, in your relationships, is to do with your mindset. 20% of it is to take action. However, Jackie and I decided to create this wonderful program called Amazing Money Matters. And think about it. It's a great double meaning, because matters is like, yes, it matters to have money. They might say that money doesn't buy happiness, but I tell you what, it makes life a hell of a lot easier when you have money and you have the options to choose and the freedom to make decisions and to choose what you want to do, when you want to do it, with who you want to do it. And so money matters, but also because we're going to cover all the money matters. So I'm going to let Jackie unmute and tell you more about it, because she is the one that came with this brilliant idea. Jackie, you're on the biggest screen. You're on both cameras. Tell us about Money Matters.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra. So for those of you who haven't met me, my name is Jackie Opie, and I've been working closely with Sandra almost for the last nearly a year now, but met her about 3 years ago. And I was always really inspired by the fact that Sandra was very humble about her businesses and how she was creating money in her life. And I feel like we've spent a lot of time learning from Sandra, building up the mindset, getting really strong, understanding that money is not everything, but it is a product, and it's a product of our mindset. And it's definitely a reflection on where we are at in our lives, how we feel about ourselves, how comfortable we are with ourselves, but also our attitude towards money. It's a direct reflection on how much is sitting in our bank accounts. And so I had a look around to see who was out there who I would like to learn from in terms of money and how to invest, but not just to invest from the point of view of earning more money. It was doing it for a purpose. So having some values and beliefs behind money that support us, so that when it comes to becoming wildly wealthy, that we're creating people and helping people be conscious about what they do with their money and how they invest, so that we're not only looking at attracting wealth for ourselves, but the wealth that we're attracting and creating helps and supports other people around the world who truly need us. So my thinking behind this and my goal behind this was to really create a group of women who are conscious about how they use their money to have the biggest possible impact that they can in the world. And I know from a lot of women that I speak to, they are so passionate about wanting to make a difference in this world. And if they had the resources, if they had the money to be able to do that, they would make a bigger impact. So for me, it was very much about how do we help women have a bigger impact in the world, create wealth for themselves so that they can therefore share that wealth with other people out there. And to me, the person who I look to is you, Sandra, because the way that you do it, the way that you open your heart and your spirit to your community is a direct reflection on how you're true to that approach to abundance. And yeah, so for me, the person that I want to learn about money from is you. So what I've done is created a platform for us to be able to do that. So Sandra will be there to share with us once a fortnight, talking about different ways to invest money, but looking at our mindset, how we set things up so that we protect ourselves, because that's a key part of investing and accruing wealth. So all of that is part of the structure that we've created in Amazing Money Matters, is starting off with the fundamentals. How do you budget? What are you doing to save money? Where are the opportunities that exist with what you're already earning? Maybe it's not just about earning more, maybe it's about how you're using your funds right now. Maybe it's about accountability for you and turning up every fortnight, knowing that somebody's going to be asking you questions about what have you done this week? What have you done to impact the money in your life and to change the way that you're doing things? So I get really excited talking about it, and I can't wait to start this program, Sandra, because I believe that this is a platform for women to make a massive difference in this world that they can.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Jackie. That was fantastic. And as you can tell, Jackie's holding me accountable, right? So I can't hide anywhere. I just have to get it done with Jackie, which is exciting. But let me tell you something. Like, I come across so many women and people that say, you know, they want to have more money, they want to manifest more abundance, prosperity in their lives, but they don't have the respect for money. They don't save money. They don't track their money. They don't know where their money goes. And, you know, in order to make money, you need to have money. So it's just gonna put that focus on what we do with our money, how can we keep track of it, how can we make priorities, where do we put it, because we need to grow it and you need to have some in order to get it started. So we're gonna be working both on the inner game and the outer game of your money blueprint, and the course is gonna go for 6 months. It's gonna start on the 1st of January 2017, so that we can start the year with a complete different mindset in terms to money and finances and wealth. And however, Jackie and I decided to have a bonus. The link to register, and I'm gonna show it on the screen. It's amazing.com with /s/money. So here, I'm gonna share my screen in Webinar Jam, and then I'm gonna turn the screen with, let's see, not that one. Let's do, okay, let's see if that works. Okay, can you see the money course on the screen, Jackie, in Webinar Jam? I'm gonna make it big like that. And hopefully you can see it. There we go. I'm gonna take my Mevo camera from Facebook Live so I can come here. So the link is amazing.com/money. I put it in the chat in Webinar Jam, and Jackie will put it in the chat on Facebook Live. And look at the banner, isn't it so cool? This is my graphic designer, Lucy, in Mexico. Amazing Money Matters and the money bag, I love it. So listen to this one. This course is incorporating holistic mindset with conscious strategies to amass your wealth. Amass means to capture, to keep more, to accumulate more of. And with the holistic mindset and the conscious strategies, we are covering your inner and your outer game of your money blueprint. Are you tired of the same financial concerns year after year? The new year comes, you make your goals, and nothing changes. You're still struggling financially. So you need to be ready to commit to amassing the wealth you deserve in your life so that you can make a difference in the world and finally become financially free. Why are we making this course 6 months? Well, because I believe that it's all about changing your mindset and changing your habits. So it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So, you know, we're going to keep on top of you. We're going to have calls, live calls every 2 weeks, every fortnight. So one of them is going to be teaching you. The other one is going to be for you to come in and share in front of the group so that we can hold you accountable. Okay, you're going to have homework. You're going to have spreadsheets. You're going to have to, you're not going to be able to hide your finances. Trust me. You're going to be like taking all the layers because you need to know what's going on. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. I'm going to give you access to my stuff so that you can mimic exactly what I've done over the last 3 or 4 years to create what I, the financial freedom that I can enjoy today and the lifestyle that I enjoy today. So if you're a member, just bear with us, send us a message because we're going to give you a special code to get 50% discount. If you're a member of Amazing, reach out to us on Facebook, on email, however you can, on text message. You know how to get hold of us, Jackie or myself, and we're going to give you a special code for you to get 50% discount if you're a member of Amazing. Now, for those of you who register before the end of November, you're going to get a special bonus call in December, which is going to be a goal setting call. So that before we start with the course on the 1st of January 2017, we can become very clear on what are the goals that you want to achieve financially for the next year. So that's going to be a bonus call that we're going to do in December. It's going to be hosted by Jackie and myself sometime in December, and that's going to be only for those who register for Amazing Money Matters before the end of November, because that's going to be a bonus. It's not going to be for everyone. So you need to go ahead and register on amazing.com/money. And we also have an affiliate program. So if you would like to go crazy and promoting it, now those of you going to Cancun, I want to make a little competition of like we did last time. those who expose themselves more on social media, sharing that they're going to Cancun. I reckon, what do you think, Jackie? If we give them a surprise, access to Amazing Money Matters. Jackie's giving me a thumbs up, so I think we're allowed to do it. And that's very exciting. So go ahead and register now on amazing.com/money matters, because I promise you, this is going to totally change your money blueprint, and it's super, super affordable. We made it $97 so that it's super affordable for everyone. And if you're a member of Amazing, you're going to get 50% of that. So, yeah. All right, Jackie, do we have anything else to share? We're good. Awesome. I'm getting a thumbs up from Jackie. So, ladies, thank you so much for your time. Oh, sorry, you doing? You clicked it. Look, Miri in Mexico is saying, I love you, Brie. So, and Jackie's just posting $97 for 6 months. That's it. That's all it's going to take to change your money blueprint if you commit to the time and you do it. You need to show up to the calls. You need to do the homeworks. So we're very excited. We can't wait to get started. And you watching today and Webinar Jam on Facebook Live, you're the first ones to find out about it. Jackie and I had it like very nicely quiet, and Jackie goes, let's launch it. All right, let's do it today. So it's off and running. Make sure you register. Have a fantastic week. Remember the law of non-resistance. You want to move the resistance out of your way. Miri is saying, I love you too, Alana. Miri, Mexico's watching us. So she's sending big hugs and love. And Bree's just sticking her tongue out to everyone right now. So thank you for you coming in, ladies. Have a fantastic week. Today is the end of the month, end of October. So you have 2 more months, November and December, to start planning for the big, amazing 2017 to make it your best year by far so far. Make it your best year ever. Have a fantastic beginning of the month in November tomorrow. And Brie has a message for you. Never mind. All right, let's tell the ladies you're amazing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're amazing! Have a great week, everyone.